Okay. As someone who's graduating from high school in 1.5 weeks and actually going to prom tonight, I'm wondering if you have any advice about college.
Community college. I got this.
Yes, it is community college. So.
College. What do you want to do?
Be a librarian.
You want to be a librarian?
Yeah.
Do you hang out at the library a lot?
Yeah.
Okay, good start. College. First 2 years aren't fun because you don't get to know anyone because you're new.
Okay.
Then the 3rd and 4th years, maybe 5th if you were me, then it's a lot of fun. Take it for all it is because I want to go back and I'm going back in the fall. So.
Good.
The first 2 years are not too much fun because the first 2 years you're probably going to spend just doing all the general stuff that has nothing to do with being a librarian. But then after you get all that out of the way, then it's nothing but what you want to do. So that's hopefully.
If you like to read and write, you're already going to do fine in college. That's why I didn't do so.
Get through the boring stuff, and it'll be worth it.
I think mostly all I did was the boring stuff, and then I did a few of the art stuff, and then mine had nothing to do with my degree. I met a few friends, but like obviously John and Aaron Burke and stuff, but I kept to myself, and it was fine for me. I never like hanging out.
So does having a character to play and take on give you any kind of confidence or any kind of empowerment to be able to take on a role with someone else?
Yeah, it does, yeah. I mean, I think we're pretty, I know Bunny and I are pretty shy people. I mean, we were those kids that got picked on and stuff when we were little, so, you know, being in acting or pretending to be something else, I mean, like Halloween or at a convention or something, it's way cooler than being yourself sometimes. I mean, I think you can get a little more confidence from that, but, you know, I guess it's probably beneficial to learn to love yourself as well.
Just very simple. What are your favorite cartoons, like of all time?
Johnny Bravo.
There's a lot out there. Flapjack. I like Flapjack.
Flapjack was good. I like that. I remember really enjoying the Starship Troopers computer animated show when that was on. I was like, what? This is for kids? Awesome.
I like a lot of the Adult Swim stuff. I watch the Fox lineup and all that stuff. Pretty much anything that's animated, I'll watch it. Anime is kind of hard to keep up with, but if it's on Toonami, I'll usually try to keep up with it, but it's tough when you're busy. But I like all animation.
Regular show, I was watching that last night. I was blown away last night. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I know it.
The FBI, and they're shooting up the robotic Chuck E. Cheese.
It was amazing.
And the FBI guy comes out with a shooting gun. You just so unexpected. And the art style's kind of good.
Oh, and Flux. I like that one. That was cool. Yeah!
Simpsons, I'll just say for Steve. But old Simpsons, he doesn't like the new stuff. He's never even seen the Simpsons movie, and he quotes Simpsons all the time. So.
I also like Tom and Jerry for the music.
Old Bugs Bunny cartoons are great. I mean,
I know it's kind of awful, but I have a soft spot in my heart for a reboot.
Yeah! Isn't that CG thing in the 90s?
Yeah.
Would you be willing to describe the weirdest band encounter you've had?
They're all pretty weird, man.
That's not a bad thing, you know. I think weird is easier to get along with than people who are regular. That makes sense.
We don't want normies.
Normie fans.
Get out of the convention.
We don't have many roasted fans. I think it's secondary.
I had a woman last night. She was a bit older than the usual fan. She said, "Oh, rabbit."
But that's not really weird. I think, no, we haven't had any weird stories, I guess. I wish we did. That would be cool to tell. But most people are pretty cool.
I'd say memorable. I mean, it's kind of, when you ask that question, it's like, all of them kind of zip in there real quick.
Yeah, and the more times we encounter, like, I see a few familiar faces that I've seen at other places before. And, you know, we start learning your faces, not necessarily your names, no, but... but also, you think usernames are also easier to remember than names sometimes. Oh,
Yeah.
it's Tumblr.
It's how you, what does weird mean, and it's definitely not a negative thing for our fan base.
Basically, this is the long way around the bar to say, we really just don't want to upset anyone, in case you're that fan that we're going to talk about. Yeah, there was this dude, and he was like, pressing his face up against the window for some reason. Someone must have told him. And we've had some weird encounters. I mean, there's just people watching us in our hotel room as we're getting undressed. Not here, but... I mean, at the same time, it's like, well, I mean, I guess it comes with the territory.
Well, to be honest, we should have been standing next to the window while we were doing it.
we gotta stop being so handsome next to windows. It's just so hard.
We have time for 2 more questions. Yellow hat.
So, considering your references, do any of you guys read Homestuck?
I don't.
No.
I wish we could.
I don't know what
time to catch up on things like
the
that.
candy corn going on.
Let's make the next one an Avatar, The Legend of Korra, because I do give up on that one. Some stuff. Plans to upgrade our costumes. Yes. Yeah, we just had a fitting for the Spine's new vest. Or no, sorry, we're taking measurements. I was fitted for my new vest, and it'll be at the next show, so I'm excited. And then his is soon to follow. And then the humans are getting all new jumpsuits.
I've been a janitor for like 3 years now.
Smells like it.
We actually, that was our last question. We have a question so we can give away a prize.
They didn't tell me this part.
This is a Walter Robotics Expo t-shirt. Now, you'll be able to purchase something like this if you're at the mini con that we're putting on. But this one we're going to just give to someone. Hopefully you're a medium? Because that's the only one we have in existence right now, so this is the first one. And if you're a collector, well, let me tell you, this will not be the one that's printed in mass, because I changed the logo, because it was like, I don't like the size of the keyhole, I'm going to make it smaller, so this will be the only one that looks like this.
The detective shirt.
How do we give it away? I don't know. How about one of those guys? Yeah, the humans haven't talked much, maybe we should get one of you guys to give it away or something. Steve, you give it away.
What do I have to do?
Maybe like a Simpsons trivia.
Oh, I get to make something up?
Yeah.
Let's see.
You pick the person who wants to answer.
How many dreadlocks do I have on my head?
We'll be here a long time. We only have like a minute.
42?
You gotta raise your hand if you know.
42 would be a good guess.
Nobody's gonna get this.
25?
It's too
A lot.
Yeah, I know how many. Of course I do. That's probably a very terrible question because nobody's gonna get it. Let's see. What is the name of the floating mask?
Oh! Bebop?
Yay, Bebop! Bebop is a floating mask that was in one of our really old music videos that you can't even see anymore. But he's coming back with a vengeance, so, you know.
We can have time for one more quick question. That's a really quick one.
How long does it take to grow the stash?
I came out of my mom like this.